Hey, fellow Schneider drivers, Friendly Bill coming at you. This is going to be a quick video about some stuff that's going on. I'm not going to talk too much about the coronavirus because really the media is saturated with that stuff. The only thing I noticed is that, the truck stops are still open. There's not as many four-wheelers in there. There's not as many families and stuff in there, which, I understand. But just be careful. That's all. Wash your hands. Just be careful. That's all I'm going to say about it. Okay. So what's been going on? I had a little preventable accident backing up. Okay. One thing I'm always going to be is honest with you. I've been driving for about 3.5 years. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and when I make mistakes, I own up to it. So here's what was going on. I was at a customer. The docks were literally 6 inches apart. So literally this much room in between docks. I was backing. There was a trailer next to me. I had my doors open, so that space becomes this space. I'm backing, and as I was backing, my door snagged onto their placard holder. You know, those aluminum or plastic things that hold placards for hazmat and whatnot. It snagged on that, and as I was backing it, popped it off. The driver of the other truck got out of his truck. He's like, "Oh my gosh, you destroyed my trailer, oh my gosh." So we looked at it. It had popped the placard off. Without hesitation, I called Schneider. I said, "Hey, this is what happened. Honesty is the best policy." I took pictures of his little placard that had popped off. I did a little research. Those placard holders, they cost about, $8 for the aluminum ones. The plastic ones are probably like $5. I noticed that his was actually held on with double-sided tape. So, $8 for the placard, re-stick it on there, Here's the bad thing about this whole situation, though. Schneider is considering this a preventable accident. I do have to come in off the road for training, and they are going to take my bonus. So my bonus was probably going to be about, I'd say roughly $500, and they're taking the entire thing for this $8 placard holder. So I'm actually going to talk to them about this because, is that fair? Secondly, some people would say, "Oh man, I wouldn't have reported it," or "You shouldn't have reported it," or this and that. Here's the thing about that. Okay, I'm not going to get fired for clipping this guy's placard off his trailer. I'm not going to get fired for that. I was honest about it. We took care of it. Insurance will pay for it. I don't know how much insurance will give them. If they give them more than $50, they're getting screwed. Honesty is always the best policy when it comes to anything like that. Because here's the thing. You're backing, you bump something, it's a little, you own up to it, you take care of it, you're honest, you move forward. But here's the thing. If you bump something or clip something and you look around, see if anybody saw you, and you're like, oh, and then you take off, 99% of these facilities have cameras. And even if you don't think you see the camera, I can almost guarantee you there's a camera. And if you clip something and you take off, especially if you get out and look and they see you, they will fire you for hitting stuff and taking off. So, honesty is the best policy. Even in this situation, it's a little minor thing, but so honesty is the best policy. That's what I wanted to say about that. When I make these videos, I want these videos to be helpful. So I do have topics. I always have a topic. I don't just get on here and ramble on for 50 minutes about, my day and the blah, blah, blah. Too many of these YouTubers, they start a video and they don't even have a topic in mind. They just blab nonsensically for 50 minutes, and at the end, they realize they just been blabbering about nothing. So, I always have a point when I make a video. I wanted to tell you about that little accident and being honest. But I really wanted to tell you to check out your registration for your truck, okay? Check out your registration. Open up that permit book, look at your registration, and see when it expires. Mine expires March 31st of 2020. That's right around the corner. It's about 2 weeks away. I think the majority of our registrations all expire March 31st, 2020. So you can get these at NEOC. They'll print one out for you, but you have to have this. I don't want you getting a ticket. You know, you don't want to get pulled over thinking everything's gravy, and then they ask to see your registration and it's expired. I do not want you getting a ticket. So check your registration, get the updated registration, and you won't get a ticket, at least for that. Okay, I think that's about everything I wanted to talk about. You know, coronavirus, it's affecting us all. I hope your friends and family are taken care of and are safe. Us truck drivers, they're calling on us to save the country. Please, truck drivers, please don't stop hauling stuff, or else the entire country will collapse. All of a sudden, we're really important. Us in the hospitals, all of a sudden, we're really important. Because if we stop hauling stuff, the country will collapse. So, I just want to say thank you for being a truck driver. Thank you for hauling America's goods and keeping the country from collapsing, because that's what we're doing. That being said, be safe, wash your hands, you know, all that good stuff. I'm not going to get into it too much because, like I said, the media. So, that being said, Friendly Bill, catch you on the flip-flop. Schneider drivers, you're up here. You're way up here.